Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. Tonight we are trying to get some really good points at Monza in the Italian Grand Prix. So we have 4 days to go until the start of the race. We have one of our new rear wings already fitted to Donna's car, I believe. We're waiting on another one to be manufactured for Embry. You can see that'll be in 3 days' time. And she does need a new rear wing. Let's put a replacement on for now. For advanced time. There we go. Our CFD simulator refurb is now done. Excellent stuff. Let's go ahead and stick the new rear wing there on Embry's car. Let me check the other parts as well, just to make sure. And we should all be running the same parts now. No, the rear wings are done. Check side pods, yes. Underfloors, yes. Suspensions, yes. And we've got the new suspension coming. Maybe for Singapore. Or maybe one for Singapore. More likely, I'll be pushing them both back an extra race. And it is now the day of the Grand Prix. So let us take a look at how our car looks compared to everyone else. So we had a quick look last night before we got to the start of Monza. Now let's take a look and see if anyone else has brought upgrades or swapped out broken parts. Yeah, a little bit. We still made a bit of a step forward though. Fastest car, best DRS. Certainly improved our low and medium speed cornering again. High speed, not quite as high as I would have liked. Dirty air, still not quite where I'd like it as well. There are some high speed corners from the end of sector 1 pretty much all the way through. It's high speed corners until the end of the lap again. So that's not ideal, but the low speed will help counteract our poor acceleration, which should benefit us coming through those first 2 chicanes, which are definitely going to be trickier for us. So, we know the weather's going to be good tonight. There you can see we've got nice occasional cloud, but dry running across the whole weekend. So theoretically, we should be pretty quick tonight. Not necessarily race winning quick, but certainly quick enough to get points. So I'm going to go both cars into Q3 and both cars into Q2. With slipstreaming and a little bit of luck, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to get both cars nicely in Q3. Finish position 2 in the top 14. Should be able to get that done. We will go for the fastest lap. Got a new finish position streak here, 2 in the top 15 for 2 races. Hopefully we can keep that alive. The quali streak shouldn't be an issue here. And then we'll just have to see how we do at the next circuit. And that is it. We are ready to head to Monza.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the Italian Grand Prix. We return to Monza, the Temple of Speed. The loyal Tifosi are gathering in hopes of a homecoming victory, but everyone here is united to watch Formula One cars roar around the lowest downforce circuit on the calendar. At Monza, the aim is clear. Pure acceleration is what the track demands, and every F1 driver is only too happy to submit. Cars that struggle for downforce elsewhere can really come into their own around this gem of a circuit. Exciting weekend ahead at Red Bull with a brand new driver on board of their car. So, let the weekend begin.
How you doing tonight, Dino? Good to see you. Right, let's start getting some running done. We are going to put Anne in the car again tonight. Give her another run. We are going to go with medium tyres in both sessions, potentially, instead of softs, because it is an ATR weekend, so I want to keep those softs available for qualifying and potentially for the race as well. Let's see. Let's go 20 laps of fuel. It's probably a little bit too much, but we'll go 20 laps of fuel. Again, we're going to be calling him in as soon as we've got feedback, so doesn't matter too much. It's a very low downforce circuit. I'm going to go with a 9.5, and we'll go with 2 on the front. Roll bar, let's go with a 9.1. Maybe in the wrong direction, but we'll see. And I'll leave the camber and tow as they are, because I'm sure where I need those to be. Oh, that was Anne's car we've just done, wasn't it? Okay, so let's do Donna's car now. Again, a little bit more fuel than necessary. We'll go a little bit higher on the wing there, but we'll go with a 9 rear wing instead. Actually, let's bring that down. Let's go with 2. I'm going to go the opposite way on this one. I'm going to go with a 1.9. And again, we'll leave those as they are. And hopefully now we should get a little bit of an idea where our roll bar needs to be. We've gone from one extreme to the other. So that will hopefully help things. How you doing, Zeus? How you doing, Anna? Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while, actually, Anna. How are you doing? Yeah, let's swap out some parts as well before I forget. We want the older engines, etc. Save a bit of life in the components. Victor's here as well. How you doing, Victor? I'll have to go with that engine. 1% just won't get through the session, unfortunately. That ERS will be fine, and that gearbox will be fine as well. There we go, and we are now ready to hit the track. Change, yes, I did change the tyres, good. How am I getting on in the championship? Not well. We're a long way off the cars that we're chasing, unfortunately. I think we're about 50 odd points away from 7th place in the standings at the moment. So yeah, we need to turn things around and start scoring points on a more consistent basis. We've had a lot of bad luck with weather. You know, both of our drivers are terrible when we get those interchangeable conditions. And as a result, our pace plummets. We were on for good points last night until the rain hit, and then that basically destroyed our race. Hopefully tonight, in dry running and with the quickest car in the straight at top speed and the best DRS on the grid, we should be able to turn out some strong points. Because we need them. We desperately need them. I don't really want to have to keep developing this car. I kind of want to try and just focus on next year's car, but at the same time can't let it dip too much. Ford want me to get 7th is my season objective. The long-term objective, which is no way in hell going to happen, is to win the Constructors' Championship this year. Because it's the final year of that, but yeah, that ain't happening. 28%, so Anne's roll bar is almost certainly in the wrong direction.
How do you feel in the car?
have a look. Oh yeah, very clearly in the wrong direction. So we'll flip that the opposite way. We're going to bring that down to a 9. And we'll leave everything else as is for now. We'll build up another clear picture of where the rest of the things need to move. Donna's car is not bad. We'll call her in as well.
Tyres behaving kind of as expected.
Red Bull are running their reserve driver, and I can't remember who it is. Right, that needs to go all the way up there, and that needs to go back about there. Going to go to a 1.5 on the front wing to bring the rear wing down to the edge of its option there, and we'll try that. So who is? Oh, it's Beganovic. Yes, he's our ex-reserve driver. From when we were at Alfa Romeo. And we never bothered running him. Not once did he get a turn in the car. Right, let's see what these changes have done. Paying absolutely no attention to the leaderboard times here, because all it takes is for a driver to get one lap with a slipstream and they post an unbelievably good time compared to what they would normally be able to achieve. Which I think is possibly why Beganovic is right up there in second place, just behind Giovinazzi. Right, 74. Big improvement. Still work to do, though. And let's see what we can do with Donna. He should be giving us feedback in a lap or so. Front wing isn't quite, sorry, rear wing isn't quite there. We can adjust that by pushing that up there and then pulling that back like that to compensate. And then we can do that as well. Let's give that a whirl. There is the feedback. We're up to 90% now. Again, finding improvements with every run. Okay, that's still not right. Go with that. Oh, it's a bit too much. I do kind of need that to be somewhere over there. There we go. If we try and tweak it like that. Let's go with that. Again, we're not going to get full feedback on these runs, but we will get some good partial feedback, and hopefully it'll narrow down a couple of those areas where we were a little unsure about. Three out of 5 for both. If we're really lucky, we may even get 4 out of 5 with Anne.
It's a checkered flag.
I think we just got 4 out of 5 there with Anne at the end. Let's have a look. Nope, wrong. There we go. Alright, so still not quite there, but getting very close. I drop that down like that. Kind of need it to run along. Evening, George. You kind of lost which F1 manager is the best between 23 and 24. Should you wait for the release date for 24 to get it? Well, we don't actually know how good 24 is going to be until we get our hands on it. But assuming that it does everything that this version does, plus with the new bells and whistles, if they work as we hope they're going to work, 24 is clearly going to be the better game. It is only, 40 days away? So I would say, unless you can pick 23 up for an incredibly low price, you're probably better just waiting for 24 at this point. Had you asked me that about 2-3 months ago, I probably would have said, there's no reason why you can't pick this up, because it would have been in the sale, and it's a good game to play anyway. But yeah, this close to release, if you're only wanting to get one, then you should probably wait for the next one at this stage. The two things I really needed the feedback on, I haven't got it. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. We will go with medium tyres again. I'll go with, again, 40 laps of fuel. Drop those settings down. Let me check car parts will last. Yes, just. And yes, comfortably. Let's send them out.
Everything else okay with the car?
Perfect, 100%. That's what I was kind of hoping we were going to see. So Donna's now just about getting time on track. We still need to figure out if Embry's car is where it needs to be. We should find that out pretty soon. Any tips on F1 Manager? And in theory, it's going to work exactly the same as this game. in terms of the way the racing works. I mean, there may well be some tweaks from this version, but I mean, you can watch any of my videos, any of my series. We did 2 years with Mercedes on normal difficulty, and then we're on season 7 on hard difficulty here with Aston Martin. We started with Alpha Tauri, went to Alfa Romeo after 5 years, having won both championships. Won both championships with Alfa Romeo, and now we're here doing an all-female driver lineup at Aston Martin, and we are nowhere near winning. But yeah, you can watch any of my another mistake from Donna. You can watch any of my previous videos, previous live streams, and you'll pick up stuff, in terms of managing tires and figuring out when to push, how to train staff, how to do your pit crew, how to develop your car. It's not something I can just throw out in a minute or so. It's you don't have to watch entire live streams by any means, but certainly go in and have a look through, and you'll find a lot of information across many of them. How you doing, Anthony? And I do tend to, repeat certain points at various times throughout a season for some of the newer viewers as well. So I don't just say it only in season 1 and then never go back and reference it again. And when you get the game, if you do have questions, again, I'm going to be live streaming every week, probably 5 nights a week, like normal, with the new game. So you can always watch a live stream. That if you've got any questions at that time, feel free to drop a question in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Just be aware that I'll still be figuring out some of the newer bits at the time as well, so I won't necessarily have a concrete answer. But the basics of the game I don't expect to change too much. One thing I would say, stay off Reddit. Don't go asking for guides and stuff on Reddit, because once you figure the game out, at least in the earlier versions, once you figure the game out, that was kind of it. It became a lot less challenging. I do suggest, I'll gladly give hints and tips and pointers, but I'll never give someone a specific blueprint on how to do this and how to do that, in terms of this is the perfect way to do this. I'll give people good information and help them figure out things, but it's more rewarding, I think, to learn the game as you go than it is to just look at the answers online and then there's no real challenge. You got 4th at Monza with Norris. Congrats! Yeah, your pace is finally coming good. Singapore will be a different story. It's a very different track characteristic to Monza. 99% with Embry. We are just 1 away. We can get a little tweak on that toe when she finishes her run.
Virtual safety car ending.
Yeah, Anthony's a prime example of learning. Yeah, Anthony was struggling with car development, and I gave him some pointers, and now he's actually able to develop the car and keep it competitive, rather than being a bloated elephant of a massively overweight car. You can't wait for the release date? No, I can't either. I'm counting down. Like I say, it's about 40 days to go. Oh, no, I was saying last night that we were waiting on image number 4, pre-order car number 4, and it dropped about 15 minutes before my live stream. Apparently, I didn't see it until afterwards last night. It's based on the 1994 Schumacher Benetton, so it's another one that I caught. So the question is now, what is that final one going to be? We've had a McLaren, we've had a Williams, a Benetton, a Lotus Renault, bit of an odd one. The 1989 McLaren was a championship winning car. The 91 Williams technically wasn't a championship winning car, but the B spec of it in 92 was. The 94 Benetton was obviously a championship winning car, and there wasn't anything amazingly special about the 2013 Lotus, so it's a bit of an odd one. Oh, she's died. Her gearbox has died. Okay, well, that's fair enough. She spent enough time on track.
And VSC deployed. And just try and stay on.
We were going to have to change it at the end of this session anyway, so at least now it's completely dead. So yeah, we still need to see what that final car is going to be, which means we'll probably find out in a couple of weeks, given the kind of pacing that we've had so far on those images being released. Definitely curious. I'm trying to think if there's one standout contender. I still wouldn't be at all surprised if we get another McLaren. Maybe the 98-99 McLaren, the West. Well, I say the 98-99. It could be any other season that they had the West sponsorship, but 98-99 were obviously championship winning years with Hakkinen. Maybe we'll get an early 2000s Williams. Maybe we'll get the Martini Williams. Maybe we'll get the Vodafone McLaren. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see some variant of that. Whether it's one of the special pre-order ones or just something that you can create relatively comfortably within the game itself.
Good job, let's check a tag.
I'm trying to think if there's any other standout cars that we might see from that kind of era. From like the late 80s upwards. I can't think of any off the top of my head that immediately cry out, this is going to be the one, other than the ones I've mentioned, the Mercedes, the two McLarens, maybe the 7-Up Jordan, but it was a little bland. It was just, just a couple of different shades of green, not much else. So, yeah, we'll see. Well, I think there might have been a little bit of blue on it as well, but we'll see. Let's get that gearbox switched over. This car is done, so it just needs time to run. And 26 laps should be enough fuel, but I will overfuel just actually an extra couple of laps just to be sure. Hard tyres for both. And that could go either way. I'm going to push it up to an 85. And we can always put it the other way if necessary. We're going to go with 35 laps of fuel. That should be enough. More than enough. Car parts will get through. Hard tyres is good. I'm going to send them both out.
Okay, so that's a green light.
once we get that 5th image as well, I'll post them all on my community tab, so anyone who hasn't seen them will be able to see them. Might even throw a poll up to ask you which one your favourite is. Alright, so did we get the right movement on the toe there? Yes, we did. Fantastic.
Balance.
So we don't need to do anything else now, just let them run. Not going to hit 100% on the car park knowledge tonight, but we will get it close, as you can see. Probably only get 1 more % out of it. 2 at a push if we're lucky. Donna's done, so we're going to call her in. Now we're just down to Embry. And yeah, 96 is as high as we're going to get, I think. Yeah, see, I don't think we'll get the the Rothmans Williams, because it's the very next livery straight after the one that they've just given us. We might maybe get the B&H Jordan, but again, I think that's something you could probably recreate a little bit. There we go, 96, and now we'll call her in. So 98% overall, that's not too bad. Camel Lotus was basically just, if I remember rightly, it was just all that kind of sandy yellow colour. The B&H Jordan, I think, yeah, I mean, there is a shark decal that can be applied to the nose of a car. I have seen that in a previous live stream. So you could maybe recreate that kind of Bitten and Hisses style Jordan. I did like the way that they got around not having not being able to run the Benson and Hedges brand, but still reference it with the Bitten and Hisses or the Buzzing Hornets in European races. That was quite clever. Okay, we are ready for quali. It is ATR quali. So that means hard tyres in Q1, mediums in Q2, and then softs in Q3. Let's see how we do.
Our weekend continues with qualifying, as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
This weekend we're running on alternative tyre allocation rules, meaning teams will be constrained by the tyre compounds they can use for each period of qualifying. I'll say this, it's always a pleasure seeing a confident driver take to the track. Being in the right frame of mind is a real advantage.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
Right, we do need to put the good bits back in the car. That ERS will be fine. That gearbox should be fine as well. 16% life left in it before it ticks over. That engine that ERS, and that gearbox. There we go. So we are ready. We're going to do 2 flying laps. And we are absolutely going to be doing slipstream qualifying.
Track should be green now.
Let's get out nice and early. And I'm not really sure which of our 2 drivers is going to have the edge tonight. Donna has much better cornering. Embry has better braking, I believe.
Stick to the plan.
And both of those are quite important here. So, yeah, could be a coin toss as to which one's actually going to have more pace. I think Donna's probably going to have just a touch more pace. Just because I think her braking is significantly better. Her cornering has a bigger margin of improvement over Embry's compared to Embry's braking over Donna's. But Donna has that supreme accuracy as well. That might be important. Magnussen's out a little bit behind us on track. We might just see him in the background in a second. And Snowden's leaving the pits now. He might possibly get in the way. And just saw Magnussen exiting the Ascari chicane there as we hit Parabolica.
And there'll be no one ahead.
Now Curva Grande as we run up towards that second chicane. Through the Lesmos. Out of Ascari and off to Parabolica, and we get past Sonoda without any issues. Now we have to get out of the way for Yuki. And who is that? It's Hajar popping out in front of us. So, if nothing else, Don's going to get a nice slipstream here off the back of Hajar, who in turn is going to get a slipstream off the back of Embry. Although, having said that, no, Magnussen was on a flying lap behind us as well, so he's done his time. We're a long way ahead of him in terms of Embry. How far ahead is Donna? How far behind is she? Half a second behind Embry. Okay. Embry should be safe. Need a good run with Donna. I'm actually going to box Embry, I think. just save the tyres, just in case we need to do another lap later.
I let you deal with the traffic now. Nothing I can do. Charge your last corner.
Obviously, I wouldn't have boxed Embry if we weren't tucked in here behind Behrman. I would have left her on track. I'm starting to worry that Behrman might not be quick enough for us to get the improvement we need. But we have improved, so that's good. We may possibly struggle a little later in the lap, though. We have some traffic to deal with at Ascari. I think we might get away with it. No improvement in the middle sector. This is where we might come unstuck. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I bought the lap. Now everyone's way. And we'll do another run with Embry giving a slipstream to Donna if we need to. But we'll wait and see how far down the order she slips. Half a second away theoretically means she's going to get knocked out, but that's half a second away from a slipstream time, so she might be good. I'm not convinced. Left. Let's have a look. 2 cars on an outlap. Yeah, let's go now. Need to take a bit of extra fuel out of Embry. Actually, I'm just going to try and go out here with just Donna behind the Rebel of Charles Leclerc. No point running Embry's car if we don't need to. Just putting more miles on that engine.
Okay, good braking, please.
And time is just right. Damn it, I didn't realise there was a car coming behind me.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available.
Now we have to run the gauntlet of a lot of traffic in front. Hopefully it holds up Leclerc and we can catch him up. I don't think it's going to. Down to 12th. I'm starting to worry. Have improved in the middle sector. That's good. Don't need to find too much, just enough. Just a 10th would be enough, I think. She found about a 10th. Can't get another lap out of this, so that's it. Now we're at the mercy of everyone else. There's Joe.
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job.
Russell and Sonoda and co just starting their flying laps. Oh, someone is going to give a lot of slipstreams. Oh, this could be bad. Stroll's there. Pourchaire's in clear air. Gasly's in clear air. So who is Russell holding up? Schumacher, Behrman. All right, here comes Joe. Joe does not improve. That's good. Man, look at this chaos. Look at this chaos. What a disaster for Russell and co. That's worked out beautifully. We found just enough as we slip that down to 11th. Russell's going to lose time. Stroll is going to lose time. Pourchaire has not improved. Piastri does not improve. Russell does not improve. Stroll does not improve because he got held up really badly as well. Schumacher and Behrman were already through. Down to Giovinazzi. And he has just started his flying lap. Norris is on a flyer as well. But we've done enough. We're through. There's only 2 cars looking to improve. Now it's a question of who's going to get knocked out. Are we going to see both Ferraris eliminated in Q1 at Monza? Given their current form, that would be very interesting. One of the most realistic things you've seen. Yes, I remember multiple occasions where Monza's turned into a parking lot at the end of the lap. Is that Giovinazzi just in front? Yes, it is. Norris is going to get a nice tow here, so we're probably going to get knocked down to 12th. But that's okay. Maybe 13th if Giovinazzi improves enough. Giovinazzi gets through, but only in 12th. Norris does just sneak through. That's it. Both Ferraris are out. And they've been in good form, but that's going to hurt. Pourchaire is out. That's good for us, because one of those Haas cars being in the bottom there means that's less chance of him scoring points, and we need to close in on Haas. Albon getting nothing as well. Oh, locking up at 20 miles. Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of silly games at some circuits. Of course, they have put rules in place to stop that from happening again, but we'll see. How you doing, Wayne? All right, we'll go with our 2 flying laps again and hope we don't get traffic.
Track is green, track is green.
And Charles is popping out early as well. If I'd known he was going to pop out so soon, I would have waited.
You can bring the tyre in.
Okay, good work on brakes and tires, please.
Schumacher's coming out now as well, just like Tsunoda came out. It's about the same kind of point from when we got him in Q1, so hopefully we'll catch him on the run to Parabolica and he'll move out of the way without holding us up.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Big gap, big gap. Let's go for another push.
I'm not sure we're close enough actually to get the full benefit of that slipstream. Yeah, we're going slightly quicker. Donna's cornering has definitely closed her up there, coming into the Lesmos. So we didn't even catch Schumacher. See him halfway down the straight. Yeah, we're not close enough, so we'll keep them in this sequence and then we'll do another lap later and flip them round. Look at that, Donna is only just quicker than Charles Leclerc. Embree's half a second slower. That's Leclerc's front running pace as well. That's not slipstream pace. So that means that we are still not quite quick enough to challenge if we're in clean air. We have to be in the slipstream and really look after the tyres as much as we can, so that we can try and go for a powerful overcut. We haven't got traffic issues behind us, so this will give Donna a much better second lap. This will put her comfortably clear of Charles Leclerc. Schumacher pops up into third place. We've got 4/10 on him. That's good. He's only about a 1/10.5 quicker, if that. Oh, there we go. 2/10 quicker than Embry. Further away than I thought.
Track is clear. Track is clear.
Max popping out of the pits
Charge your
could
first corner.
be problematic, depending on where we catch him. Turn off the don't fight teammate just in case Embry gets held really badly here behind Max. Hopefully Donna will be able to swoosh on through. But I think we're going to catch him in a nice place here. Shouldn't get in the way. Yeah, beautiful. I'm a little concerned about how quickly we're catching Schumacher though. No, we'll be alright, we'll be alright. Embry is improving with that extra confidence. And there we go. We didn't gain as much as I thought we would. Embry is not safe. We are going to need to run again and give her a tow.
And that's currently P1.
Hopefully there will be enough left in the tyres
Take it easy in your in-lap.
for her to put in a substantial improvement. We move out of the way of Max. Get back to the garage. Sonoda exits the pits. So, just one lap of fuel. There we go. I think now is as good a time as any to go. Shouldn't have any trouble with traffic behind us. Sainz coming around the final corner now to finish his flying lap. And he pops up into 5th place. We're not looking to get an improvement out of Donna. It's all about servicing Embry here, making sure she gets the speed she needs. She's the perfect gap away. And no one's going to break that gap.
Okay, a bit of traffic in front. Charge your class corner.
Traffic, traffic, traffic.
Ah, damn it. That ruined. That ruined. And now I don't think I'll have enough in the tyres to find an improvement. Thank you very much, Norris. Screwed me over there. That's a really bad situation.
We will not need liftoff. Battery is high.
Time to push on these tyres. If you can, push.
We need to push. You're good to push.
Right, move out of the way, please, Red Bull. Thank you.
Okay, we need some deploy.
I think I just messed that up royally. Should have given Donna the launch
Okay, we take the flag.
out of the chicane. We are safe at the moment, but Ocon's on a flying lap. Joe's on a flying lap now. Someone else has improved. And we're not improving. I don't know if we're going to be safe. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, we've lost money with the sponsors. As I said, we get both into Q3. Oh, wow. Joe Benazzi pops it all the way to third. 13th. That is not good. Also complicates things trying to get get pole position. Have to wait for a fast car. Neither McLaren made it through. Both Mercedes, both Alphas.
Track is green, track is green.
I'll go out behind Giovinazzi. He's definitely got some pace this weekend. And we are close enough, Giovinazzi, to get some form of slipstream and far enough away from Tsunoda to not give him one. Verstappen is out. Behrman is tucked up behind him. And he will get a slipstream off the back of Max. So Behrman could set the early pace here, or Donna could. It will be tight. The slipstream around here is worth anything up to like 7-8 tenths of a second in qualifying, so you definitely want to be in a slipstream. You don't want to be punching a hole in the air for everyone else. We may potentially have a little issue with Schumacher. Hopefully not. We should get around the lap without encountering him, I think. We are purple. Just keep an eye on whether or not Behrman takes that from us. And he's lost some ground, so he won't go purple. We are going to set the initial pace. I think, oh, Max is quicker than us in sector 1. I would dearly love to get a pole position for that bonus point. We do go top.
Okay, that's currently P1
We're quicker than Max in the middle.
on charge on right away, please.
Yeah, Behrman's nowhere. He's not going to get that toe. And Max is slower. I'm glad about that, because if he hadn't been, that would have been really bad for us. And look how much time Behrman is away. 3.5 tenths off of Max. Just couldn't get that slipstream. Now Sainz is tucked up behind Charles Leclerc, so Sainz has a chance now to take pole. See if he has traffic issues with Behrman and Max. Could be problematic for the pair of them. They are coming up to traffic at Ascari. Yep, there we go. I think Sainz actually got through nice and clean. This is going to put Sainz right on Leclerc's gearbox across the line. Wow, Leclerc was purple. He won't be in the final sector. Sainz goes second. Yeah, Leclerc was on for pole, potentially there, until Max got in the way. Thank you, Max. Joe now up to second. And I think that was just pure pace. I don't think he got a toe from anyone. Unless that's Tsunoda pulling into the pits. No, there's Tsunoda going out now. I'm waiting for Leclerc. There goes Isaac. We are going to get pulled over for traffic. So this is going to be tricky. Keeping position close to him. Beautiful. Right, as long as nobody else comes through, and I don't think anybody else is. Yeah, Giovinazzi is on an in lap. Out lap. Out lap, out lap. Flying lap, that's not going to affect us. Yeah, we're good. We are exactly where we need to be. Perhaps maybe a touch too close, but given how quick Leclerc was, better safe than sorry. So, and we hang on and claim our first pole position of the season and get that bonus point. Any closer and we'd be giving Charles Leclerc a prostate exam here.
We have a big gap in front of us.
Here we go.
Charge your last corner.
Behrman has gone second. Giovinazzi's third. Max is fourth. Schumacher's now fifth. Joe's dropped down to sixth place. We've just gone purple in the first. Got an Alpha in the way.
Okay, we take the flag.
So we're not going to improve, but neither is Leclerc. Sainz just went purple. Sainz might take pole position from us here. He's tucked up behind Zhou. He's got purple in the middle. Zhou's going to take fucking pole, isn't he? God damn, we've been so unlucky with traffic. Zhou's going to take, so Sainz is going to take my goddamn pole position. What a bastard. Zhou's not improving, but Sainz sure as hell is. Pole position. God damn it. Max is fifth, but with a 3-place penalty for taking out Behrman in the last race. He will drop down to 8th. And we will start on the front row, but we miss out on that bonus point. God, so close. Well, I say so close. How much were we? Oh, we were half a second off. Yeah. That was the perfect slipstream for Sainz there.
The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Monza has seen some incredible moments in the past. Pierre Gasly's unexpected 2020 victory reminded us of how wonderfully unpredictable this sport can be.
Karun, how do you think Carlos Sainz is feeling at the moment?
They've done really well to get pole position. I mean, what a tremendous chance they've got here today.
Well, one thing we do know, this race is going to be fast, and Monza is ready for it.
So we have a definite chance of points with Donna. Embry might be a bit trickier. I do not want to do a guarantee because I don't think we're going to have enough pace to actually win, even though we could definitely earn points by moving, or money by earning Embry up a couple of places. You can't do it for individual drivers. Have to guarantee both drivers gain at least one place. So that's one of the things I am looking forward to actually in the new game. I think you will be able to do individual position gains as sponsor objectives. I've been hoping for that for a long time. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. We kept the quali streak going. That's good. So we just need 2 in the top 15 at Singapore, which might be tricky. But that will then give us another 2 mil. And we should hopefully get our finish position streak underway again tonight. Strategy-wise, I think... soft to medium is the way to go for both drivers. Really don't want to burn any tyres at the start, but I might have to just to stay in the train. I really don't want to burn the battery either. We'll play it by ear, I think. I'll use battery just in the first couple of corners, and then I'll try and save it if I can. And let's see, can we get our first podium of the season? Can we get our first win of the season? If we're going to get it anywhere, it's either going to be here or Vegas, I think. So, let's see how we do. Send them to the grid.
All 10 teams are now getting set up as the drivers prepare to face the 53 laps of the Italian Grand Prix. A chance for the Aston Martin driver to show what they can do.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today.
Seeing quite a few softs on the grid already, so that is
Here we go. It's
making
the
it
Italian
very...
Grand Prix.
Oh, that's hard tyres there for Giovinazzi.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's try to see what we can do.
We lost a place off the line, and there's been contact behind us, and this might be a red flag. Yeah, contact there between Max and Joe. Did Hajar take some damage? I think Hajar's taken some damage as well. Looks like he's missing the front left end plate, but the fact that Joe is not moving means we might go straight to a red flag, which now kind of pisses me off a little bit because I'm not on the mediums. So I can't go soft. No,
And
there we
now
go.
we've
He's
had a
moving again.
crash.
All right, so now we've got a huge breakaway gap at the front then. I'm not sure who caused that. I think that might have been Joe turning in. Oh, it is red flagged.
Red flag, red flag.
Now we're going to be massively overfueled. And there goes that really big 10-second gap that we had.
So here we go, heading into turn one. Barely any room to manoeuvre. Oh, and the cars
Yeah, I think that's Joe's fault.
unable to keep out of each other's way. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few words exchanged when they get back to the paddock.
And then they got underway again, and then it still got red flagged. It's frustrating. I'm going to switch them onto mediums. I think we're going to see some other cars switching their tyres. And if we get another early red flag, we can go straight back onto a soft strategy.
After a pause in this race, we are all set.
No, they're staying
and
on
ready
soft at the
once
front,
more.
although there are definitely some other changes.
It's lights out,
Joe did get the
and
penalty,
away
so I
we
was
go.
right, it was his fault. Now I have to stay with the front two. Embry's been overtaken by Maloney. Maloney down there as well, that's good. Because we do need to outscore them in terms of points. So the fact that both Haas are out of the points at the moment definitely does us a favour. .7 kilos. We should hopefully be able to burn all that off by the end, but it'll be tricky.
Okay, charge on.
Embry's been overtaken by another soft tyre runner. Can't really do much about that. I just hope her confidence doesn't get absolutely hammered. I have to give her a little bit more battery, I think, and a little bit more tyre just to make sure she doesn't get jumped. Put her to rarely defend as well. Keep her on the racing line so she doesn't lose time driving defensively.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds. Overtake available.
Recharge on.
Cannot let those front two break away. Oh, if only I'd started on mediums.
DRS. Overtake is available.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Right, we've kept, I think, just the DRS. No, we missed it. Shit.
We can still do it.
Gotta get back in for the end of the lap at Parabolica.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Okay, keep an eye on your battery.
Right, this time we made it. It's going to be a really difficult next couple of laps just to stay with them now that I'm out of battery.
Let's go for a push.
If I can stay with them, I'll be in good stead. I'm very heavy on fuel. It's going to cost me at least a tenth, maybe more. Pushing these tyres much harder than I would like to at this early stage, but like I said, I have to stay with them if I can. I think I might just lose the DRS here. It's going to be tight. Did I get it? Did I get it? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Just. Whew. There you go, good girl.
And overtake is available.
Just need to get a little bit closer. And I can turn these tyres down. And breeze through.
And recharge on.
There we go, should be close enough now. I can ease the tyres down. Because now I'm not just getting the DRS, but I'm close enough to get that bit of a slipstream as well. Perfect.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Just be careful with this tyre. And we can have recharge on, please.
There's another place, but without battery, I don't have the pace to close up the gap between Maloney and Magnussen, so I kind of have to sit back and charge. Downside is it's going to keep nibbling away at confidence. Turn that off.
Drop the pace now, please. Charge on.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
And Russell has punched his way through. That should pick up the pace in front of us a little bit. That's why I've turned off the harvesting, so we don't get left behind. Schumacher's closed it behind us. Giovinazzi on those hard tyres still. He will be quick at the end of the race. These two squabbling in front of us is perfect at the moment because it's allowing us to really save tyre wear to earn back what we lost earlier. And also get that battery harvested while still burning off some of this extra excess fuel. Russell has closed the gap up. I'm going to try and save even more tyre here.
No need
now
to
that
push the
we're
tyres.
back in this little train again. I'll even try and save a little bit of battery, but we'll keep an eye
So
on that.
recharge on then, please.
Front two have really dropped their pace down. I don't want to be left vulnerable to Schumacher. My basic plan here for Embry is to just run long
Charge on.
if I can, and then try and power past those softs quickly as their tyres start to fade away. There's a bit of a gap opening up now between Norris and Tsunoda, 3.5 seconds. And I've got Oscar for company.
Recharge on.
Can't afford to lose any more places. Have to fight this one.
If you can, push. And use overtake.
side by side. Come on. There we go. Had to give up that battery though to do it, unfortunately.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Let's take a look at tyre wear. So we've got 4% over Schumacher. We don't need to sit here too much longer. Once their tyres get to 60% on those softs, I'm hopeful we'll be able to break away.
Battery is high. Charge on.
Micromanage Embry for a little while. The Astri on those softs is definitely a threat.
Recharge on.
Oh, that's a lunge from Leclerc. Thought he was going to get a couple of places. In the end, he just gets in front of Max, and then Max fights him, and I think he might not even keep the place from... No, he has just kept it from Max, but Max might come back at the chicane here. Tucks in behind. Alright, this is going really well for Donna. Really well right now. Need to do something now with Embry. Let's try and move her up a little bit. There we go. We'll get her past Maloney. Onto Russell.
So recharge on.
Oh, a lock up for Behrman, who wiggles his car. Oh, where's he going?
Now we can see what happened. Now this was at turn 1.
It's one of the funnier glitches I've seen. I've seen some really weird attempts to rejoin at this circuit, but I've not seen this one before. Wiggling across the track. All the way to there. Behrman's race is done. That lockup's killed him. How far off the back is he? No, a few seconds. He'll catch back up to the field, but yeah, it's going to hurt him in his chances of winning. And now this gives me my opportunity to look at braking from Sainz. I want to do it on the main straight, not here.
Battery is high.
There we go. Right, we're going for 2 blistering laps now.
Let's try to take opportunity. Cool the car, please.
overtake.
Can I build up enough of a gap? It's going to be tricky. Sainz is still going to have really good grip, even though those tyres are wearing out. Nothing I can do now apart from just wait and see if we can get enough of a gap on the run to Parabolica. It's so hard to break away unless you have a monstrous advantage. We've dropped Piastri. Joe is being overtaken by George. I would like to follow through on that if I can. Gap's up to 9/10. There we go, I've got the breakaway. I'm going to keep pushing because it's not sufficient yet.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
John.
Still, I'm a little worried that Sainz is going to come back at me. Hopefully I've done enough. I preferred if I could have got that gap up to about 2 seconds. Hopefully it'll be enough. Joe is holding everybody up now. You got 6th at Singapore, congrats. Hopefully you'll be able to convert. Down again. Well, I better put some strategies in, hadn't I? Let's see.
We look after the tires.
Schumacher and Giovinazzi have both got past Sainz. That might make it easier for us to pull a gap. Might not. Depends how much battery they're going to spend pushing to catch up to me. Joe's going to get me. I can't keep pushing the tyres to keep the gap up. It's just going to kill my strategy. So we'll go onto low tyre mode. We'll go into harvest. We'll let Giovinazzi punch in front of us for a couple of laps and try and get charged up. Do need to do something about this situation.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Let's try and get some more battery in the car.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Try and get past Russell.
And you can push. Overtake is available.
There we go.
Charge on and box now.
George is pushing hard. Doesn't want to give up the place. But we're going to take it anyway. Leclerc now gets past Sainz. So those tyres really starting to let go.
Just be careful with this tyre. And recharge on. Recharge on.
Joe is trying to close that gap up to Ocon.
On now is
So
okay.
I can't harvest for the moment. Otherwise he'll drop us.
Battery is high. Okay, charge on.
Time to push on these tyres.
Behrman's in the pits. He's out the pits and he's onto soft tyres. So is that a
And
two-stop?
overtake is available.
Stroll onto mediums. No, hards. He's going to the end. Oh no, Behrman hasn't pitted yet. It was Stroll who was in the pits. And Zhou has got past Ocon. His hard tyre is starting to wear a bit though. And Leclerc is in. So we're going to start seeing the soft runners switching tyres. And this hards.
Magnussen pitted from behind you.
good. Charge on now.
Tyre wear needs just a little bit more saving, I think.
Sainz in the pits.
And there goes Carlos. Is he going hards as well? Ferrari out for Piastri. Think he's going hards. Yes, he is. Albon as well.
And recharge on, recharge on.
We have margin to push a bit more.
I was worried about having too much fuel, but you can see how quickly we burnt that down to just 1.4 kilos now.
You can use overtake.
Getting a little crowded again behind us. Oh yes, an issue for Norris in the pits.
McLaren's team get called into action.
And that's hard tyres for Norris going to the end as well.
However, they can't seem to jack the car up.
That's karma for qualifying then.
Can use overtake.
Isaac's in the pits. And there goes
Also
Ocon.
pitted. Recharge on.
So Isaac is out on hard tyres. Ocon's on hards. Maloney's on hards, and actually looks like a decent stop for Haas. Maybe not quick, but it was clean. Joe's going to lose 5 seconds in the pits because of his penalty. Behrman's still a long way off at the back. He must have some kind of damage to the car. He hasn't really been able to close up on anyone. Oh, hello. Is that Max? It is. Max running wide. And that's going to drop him into the clutches of Joe and Embry.
Russell has pitted.
And hard tyres for Russell as well. Schumacher got through. I was expecting that, given that we got stuck behind Giovinazzi on the straight there.
So recharge on.
Just manage your tires, please.
Let the tyres come back to you.
So we're looking at lap 31, 32. And there goes Sonoda into the pits. Serviceable stop, nothing special. Here comes Joe, 5-second penalty. And that's mediums. I'm going to try and go to the end there.
Okay, to pick up the pace. Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
That's so nice to overtake Max.
And recharge on.
Didn't need to do that, but I wanted to. Just wanted to get in front of him there. We're now third and fourth. Losing a little bit of time for the cars in front as our tyres are starting to go, but we are getting into our pit window. And we've got enough of a gap that we can double stack the cars and hope that we don't get an issue. Peak confidence. Completely full peak confidence, no less.
Okay, charge on. Lift off for the fuel.
Save that little bit of spare fuel that Embry has now for when she gets on the softs. Same for Donna. Max gets back in front. Okay. And there goes Schumacher. So this is important. What tyres is he going on to? Hard tyres. So we're going to have a substantial grip advantage over the rest of the field in the early phases of our stint. Maybe a little less so later on. New fastest lap for Lando Norris. 121.9. Norris on hard tyres. Will definitely go quicker than that.
Charge on. Charge on.
So we're going to come out behind Schumacher, I think, when we stop. Avery's going to come out quite a way down, but she will be able to push very quickly. New fastest lap for Leclerc, 121.6. Again, we can absolutely demolish that. Assuming no one else goes on softs later on, and the fastest lap is as good as ours. Going to box Donna on the next lap.
Let's try to get it.
Going to go another lap or two with Embry, I think.
Charge on.
Critical moment of the race for Donna here. I want to get the overtake because I want the extra confidence.
Charge on. Okay, keep cooling the car now.
Damn it. They're actually fighting.
Stay close.
There we go. So we're going to undercut Giovinazzi. .6. Quicker stop would have been nice. There goes Leclerc. I said we come out behind Schumacher. There goes Schumacher. But we are in front of Tsunoda.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
Get these tyres up to temp, then we'll go for a sprint. For a lap or two, and then we'll calm those tyres right down. just going to get our DRS here. That's frustrating. Right, let's break that.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press and hold available.
And we'll undercut Verstappen as well. Giovinazzi still hasn't boxed. Max is probably going to box at the end of this lap, so this is definitely a critical lap here for Embry. No! That is not good.
We're happy to stay where we are.
Damn it. Lost more time than I wanted there. We're going to come out very close to Stroll, if not ahead of Stroll.
Press overtake.
Keep cooling the car. That was a very good lap. Cool the car. Drop down the pace now.
There's Max. Ah, we would have got out. Oh! We got him anyway. Whew, I could say we would have been clear of Max had we not had that delay on the pit stop there. That was close.
Ciao, John.
Giovinazzi still yet to box. And lapping slower, considerably slower than all the cars behind. Get Embry moving up. Porsche into the pits. Yeah, the only car in front of us that needs to box now is Giovinazzi. So we're racing against Leclerc at the moment. We are 7 seconds behind him.
We want to manage our tyre budget. Recharge on.
Only can use and deploy.
Oh no, you don't, Sainz.
Let's lift off, please. Drop the pace now, please.
And now Giovinazzi boxes. we go. Get past Stroll.
And we can have recharge on, please. Just be careful with this tyre.
Charge on, charge on. On charge on. Need to drop the pace.
Right, we are still lapping like this, faster than Charles Leclerc. The gap is down to a little over 5 seconds now. Whisper it quietly, we could be on for a win here. Embry is closing on Giovinazzi, Ocon, Piastri, Magnussen and Norris. Lapping a second quicker than Norris at the moment, even while keeping her tyres protected. I do need to get past these two at some point, but I want to continue looking after the tyres a bit more, get some more battery in the car if I can. If an opportunity presents itself to jump one of them, I will take it. Like here, perhaps.
Cool the car.
Not quite.
Charge on.
Am I getting both? Am I getting both?
Okay, we need some
Making
deploy.
sure I'm getting one of them. Thank you, Schumacher. Excellent stuff. We should get the DRS here.
Charge on.
Which we do. There is Leclerc just in front of us. Max has made his way through, that's okay.
No more lift off required.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Now, the question is, have we got enough pace at this setting to close that gap? I think we do. Would like a little bit more battery. I'm going to try and save some
Charge on.
and go for a breakaway so we don't drag the rest of that train along with us.
I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
I think we've definitely got a good chance of getting some points with Embry, if by nothing else, and just sticking in Max's slipstream. keeping the gap at about the same. A tenth and a bit out of Charles there. Hajar gets through. So does Yuki,
Okay, head down.
because we're boxed in.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
And we cruise back on through. Max has now closed that gap in front of us. Thank you, Max.
And recharge on, recharge on. Time to push on these tyres.
Okay, keep it clean. Focus on the pace. Charge on.
And this time we're getting boxed in.
Just head down. Charge on.
Still in peak confidence though.
Overtake is available.
The battery is in a good position? No problem.
Up to 12th.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Nodo's closing that gap to Charles.
Charge on. Manage your tires. We're happy to stay where we are.
Max is already onto Ocon and Piastri. Smell the points from here.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Oh, we can cancel lift off. Overtake available. Okay, keep cooling the car now. You're good to push. Charge on. We need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
And overtake is available.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
And save fuel from now.
We
please.
should have the
Save fuel from
DRS
now.
hit. Come on, get this move done. There we go.
And you can pick up the pace. We need to push.
Now we can try and push.
Push, push.
Stay close.
Okay, that's Ocon dispatched. Broken away from Sonoda. There goes Piastri. And now Max.
Okay, charge on.
Recharge on. No need to push the tyres.
And we are just a little bit too far behind Leclerc at the moment. But we have broken away from third.
Need to drop the pace. Battery is on the low side.
I'm happy to let Max go back through
Let the tyres come back to you.
and sit on his gearbox. And Leclerc is pushing. Wish Embry was there. If we had both of our cars together, hunting Leclerc down would be so much easier. Ooh. Hello. Bit of drama.
Right then.
It's
let's
Leclerc
have a
running
look now.
wide. Beautiful.
Now through Lesmo 1. Just a bit too wide at that point. But all being well and fingers crossed.
Beautiful.
No lasting
That's
damage
hurt
to
him.
the car.
That has really hurt him. Look how close we are now.
We can still do it. You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold
If I can
available.
get onto the back of him. All I need to do is just get onto his DRS and then we can charge everything up.
Charge on for now.
There we go.
Reminder a little bit of lift off where you can.
Now, can I stay close enough?
Okay, you can pick up the pace. Charge on, charge on.
Starting to get that slipstream on him now.
Just manage your tires, please. Charge on.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Six more laps. 6 more laps.
If you can, push.
You're good to push. On click overtake, please. Charge on. Charge on.
Ah, just lost the DRS.
Now you can use the deploy. And you can push in tires. We're good on tires.
So close to our first win of the season. Well, we're on for our first podium, but a win would be so sweet.
Charge on. Five more laps. 5 more laps. Charge on. Charge on now.
Just need enough to get an overtake with a lap or two to go. Come on, Donnie, you got this. You got this.
Charge on.
Stay with him, stay with him.
You can keep the pace up on this compound. We will not need liftoff.
Oh, Piastri just jumped us.
Can use overtake.
We have to protect those tires.
Leclerc feeling the pressure. Feels the need to go defensively.
We need a little bit more liftoff, please.
And recharge on now is okay, please. Just be careful with this tyre.
Three laps.
It's a bit more like
It's so close. Ninth is going to be the best I can do with Embry.
Charge on now, please.
Do not let Max get away. Charles get away. And he's going to try and break away from us, isn't he? The bastard, come on.
Let's go for a push. Two more laps. On a bit of lift off you can, it will help you.
time to push on these tyres.
Let's try to take opportunity. Overtake available. Okay, charge on. And keep an eye on your battery.
Come on, Donna. Please get in range. Please get in range. We got the DRS. I've got no battery.
Okay, and let's do a small lift off. One more lap. One more lap. Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
Press overtake.
Cruise the car.
Got no battery, so I don't know if I can hold this move.
Let's lift off, please.
Ah, oh no! Ah, so close. Max is going to hold me off as well, but we're still in the points.
Okay, we take the flag.
Oh man, so close. So close to our first win, but we got our first podium. I will settle begrudgingly for that. Just couldn't quite get it.
Checkered flag. We finished P10.
It's a what could have been for Embry if she hadn't been knocked out of qualifying. It's a what could have been for us. It's a team. We could have been on for a 1-2 because the pair of us hunting down Leclerc would have been much easier.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
What a fantastic result for the team who got everything right for this podium. They deserve nothing less.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And with that, our time in Italy.
Of course, we don't get to see the podium because it's a new gen driver.
Marina Bay circuit for a breathtaking race through the streets of Singapore.
So there we are then, confirmation of the final result. It is another win for Charles Leclerc, and that really is going to help him in the drivers' standings against Max, who only got 2 points. Donna gets second and the fastest lap for 19 points, combined with Embry's single point for 10th means we earn 20 points this weekend. Oh, that's good. Alpine gets third. Giovinazzi gets himself on the podium at his home race. Good going for Giovinazzi there. Yuki up 5 places to finish in 4th ahead of Pajar. Sainz down in 6th. So strong points again for Alpine this weekend. 23 points for them. Schumacher in 7th. Norris in 8th. Max down in 9th. Embry 10th. Bottom half of the standings. Oscar up 8 places to finish in 11th. Just outside the points. Nearly managed to get in the points. But I wasn't able to get that point at our expense. But a good recovery drive from Oscar there. Ocon up, stays in 12th. George up 3 to get 13th. Not the greatest race for Ferrari, but they did recover reasonably well in the race. Magnussen 14th ahead of Maloney and Pourchaire. Neither Haas driver getting anywhere near the top 10. That is really big for us because that's 20 points gained on them. Stroll in 17th. No points for him. So we will close some points on AlphaTauri as well. Mercedes gets some points, obviously, from Tsunoda, but Zhou down in 18th means we will also close the gap to Mercedes. Then Williams and Alfa Romeo all the way down at the bottom with Behrman there. So, again, we will close in on Alfa Romeo as well. So, standings look like this. 436 points, Ferrari back to over 200 points clear of Ferrari, 204 points clear as they scored 0 points this weekend. McLaren in 3rd, only pick up 4, missed opportunity for them to close back up on Ferrari. Mercedes were 12, in 4th place, Alfa Romeo up to 141 points in 5th, and Alpine tie them up in 6th place. Haas on 112, no points for them. That was big for us. AlphaTauri only gets 6 points, also really good for us. We get 20 points, so we close that gap now to just 25 for AlphaTauri. And we're not a million miles away from Haas either. We are, let's see, 34 points from Haas. So a good chunk of points gained tonight. Williams still 10th on just 18, now 60 behind us. there is the driver's standings. Max is still top, but now only by 20 points, thanks to Leclerc's win. Lando stays third and pulls away a little bit from George. 9 points to gap now. Oscar stays in fifth. Porsche 6th. Hajar moves up into 7th, and Sonoda moves up 8th as well. Ocon dropping down 2 places due to his no points tonight. A bit further down, Giovinazzi gaining 15 big points for him. Donna up 2 places now, jumping Schumacher and Behrman. So, yeah, really good to see her getting closer to the cars in front. Into the 50 point mark now, a half century of points. Embry onto 28, stays 17th, but pulls a little bit further away from Magnussen. As far as the pit stops go tonight, now you see it is a quickest stop for Leclerc. We don't make the board tonight. A little disappointed by that, but one of our stops was utter garbage, unfortunately. So Red Bull outscoring AlphaTauri. They will stretch their lead again. Mercedes are going to get some decent points in 7th and 9th. Ferrari gets some points. No points for McLaren tonight. We saw Norris had a bad stop. I wonder what Ocon's stop was. And Williams actually get a point there. So the standings look like that. 442 points. The gap is stretched by another 10, so it's now 22 points between Red Bull and AlphaTauri at the top. Ferrari in third stretch their lead over McLaren. They're now 29 clear. Aston, that's us, we stay fifth. We missed the opportunity to close down McLaren a little bit. And Alpine are now just 10 points behind us. They are putting a little bit of pressure on us there. Mercedes in 7th on 79 points. Williams now on to 20 points as they picked up an extra one tonight. Still no extra points for Alfa Romeo, and Haas still yet to get off the board. And there we see our stops at 2.68, not a great stop, and a 4.7 thanks to a stuck wheel nut. So yeah, definitely a missed opportunity there, but I will quite happily trade our pit stop points for race points. Let's take a look at our report cards. So Donna, 8 and 23 in attack. Now we did keep them in a position where they weren't really attacking, so I'm not overly concerned about the attack numbers being so disproportionately bad there. 24 and 7 in defense, that is good. Very pleased with that. 16 and 19 for Embry. She was a little less reserved in defense, in attack. She was had to make moves a bit more frequently, especially after that bad pit stop that cost us another 2 seconds. And good in defense as well, 12 and 10. So yeah, been a solid afternoon for the pair of them. And also got some extra experience as well, setting her up nicely for a potential seat next year. As far as the sponsors go, let's have a look. We got the finish position and qualifying position incentives. It's very nice. As far as the guarantees go, we didn't get both cars into Q3. That's cost us 71,000, but we did get the fastest lap and both cars in Q2. So we make nearly 700 grand tonight. And the new suspension is ready to go into production. Let's get that started. So, if I rush, I can have 2 in time for Singapore, which I am going to do, but I'm only going to put them on 1 car. I want to have a spare, just in case. We've got a new slot available. Let's see, where could we find good performance? Probably another suspension. We get another point in the overall rating there for Donna, and a point for Andy Stevenson as well. Let's take a quick look at our warehouse. So let's have a look at the suspension first. That's actually a pretty decent suspension. Underfloor. Oh, underfloor needs more work. Wait, that's failed. Let me install a replacement. Yeah, underfloor's bad for downforce and airflow. and lifespan. It's still really heavy, apparently. So we need to do another underfloor. We can't at the moment because we have one in research. So in 8 days' time, we'll get an underfloor started. So while we're waiting for that, let's get a suspension project done, seeing as that is now in good shape. We want to improve brake cooling and we want to improve airflow. Go. We will throw in all 3 of the engineers that we have. There we go. We're about to tick over to another month as well, which will give us extra cash. We can probably finally start getting our factory refurbished. We've already switched out the underfloor. Everything else came through unscathed. That's good. All new gens on the podium there. And there as well, I believe. There is that new suspension. So Donna's now an 84 overall. Excellent stuff. Got our scouting going through. Wind tunnel has now dipped. Of course it has. That's 9.8 million to refurbish. Oh my days. Oh wow. Okay, level 5 refurbs are horrendously expensive. Oh man. Did not expect to see it that expensive. 6.8 mils what we need for the factory. Let's check in with the boards. They must be delighted with that, surely. They are. They are delighted. Excellent stuff. They were only satisfied with Zandvoort. At least they weren't unhappy. That's good. We're getting a little bit closer to our target of 7th now, thanks to today's points. Big step forward in terms of results. Everything in here is okay, although the board's going to need some new executive toys very, very soon. Team Hub is 8 days away. Race Sim's still good. Excellent stuff. All right, nothing more to do apart from check what we're building. We've still got more rear wings coming, got suspensions coming. What else is low? Anything? Maybe do with another side pod. Medium risk there. No risk there. Front wing's going to go. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to wait a couple of days. We'll be all right. Waiting. Let's advance time to the end of the month. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. And there we go. Got some more rear wings. How many have we got now? 4. That's excellent. Don't need to make any more yet. We've got 9.7 mil. We will wait until we've done some other bits before we consider doing that upgrade. Let's have a look. Monthly car development shows us looking very strong. Finances are still okay, but let's have a quick look at what we've got left in the cost cap. 24 mil. Not bad. Not bad. Still a bit of money to play about with. Board confidence check-in. They have high confidence in us. Driver development update. How did our drivers do over the month of August? A point in cornering. A point in braking. Excellent. Donna has improved nicely there. A point in braking for Embry and 2 points in adaptability. Still no improvement in cornering. It's frustrating, but at least her braking's improving. And I actually thought that she had better braking than Donna. She doesn't. So it's purely the accuracy that's keeping her going in terms of pace. But it's good to get an extra couple of points in adaptability because she's really, really bad there still. Yeah, we need some cornering improvements. Let's get our pit crew training done. and then we'll call it a day. We will do pit stop drills and gym training on these 2 days here. And we'll do a morning of car building. Yep, there we go. So we'll go nicely into Singapore. And then no training between the weekends. I don't think. Oh, no, we've got space for a little bit of training here as well. Let's do a morning of gym training, I think. Let's make that a morning of gym training as well. Yeah, that's good. And then we can make up for that just before we go to Qatar. So we want pit stop drills and gym training. And then we'll do a day of car building. Yeah, I'm just going to make it a morning because we are going into a sprint weekend. There we go. Happy with that. So, there we go then. Our first podium of the season has really helped us close that gap to the teams in front of us. So we're still in 9th place, but we're now 25 points behind AlphaTauri and just 34 points behind Haas, as opposed to 54 points behind them. So 7th is definitely in reach, given how we went here today. As long as no other teams make massive, monstrously good upgrades later in the season, we should be in for a similar kind of result at Las Vegas, I hope. Mexico could be another good race for us. Not sure how we're going to do at Singapore. Brazil is always going to be tricky for us. Abu Dhabi, we could do okay at Abu Dhabi, but we kind of need the cornering to improve for both drivers as much as possible between now and the end of the season. In particular, Embry, if we are going to get points at places like Brazil, like Abu Dhabi with her. Maybe we can do well at Kota as well. We've got another sprint weekend coming up at Qatar in a couple of races' time. Hopefully we can get good points in the sprint there as well. But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow at Singapore. It is a difficult to predict race. Safety cars do have a tendency to pop up. Weather could be an issue. Take a sneaky peek at the weather, and the weather's going to be hot. So we're going to get our DRS. That's important. A lot of corners, a lot of braking zones. Braking shouldn't be an issue. Cornering might be an issue. But at least we do not have the problem of bad weather that has plagued us so much this season. I mean, let's face it, we had rain in Zandvoort, we had rain in Spa. I think we had rain in Hungary. Rain at Silverstone in places, I think, if memory serves. I can't remember if we were dry at Silverstone or not. We had definitely had rain in Austria, rain at Canada, rain in Spain. Yeah, we've just had this horrible run of tracks where, we could have done something and just not been able to. McLaren's early pace has really disappeared as well. I mean, and Haas as well. Look, Haas were on the podium, 2nd place in Bahrain, 2nd place in Jeddah. Then McLaren started to come good, 3rd there. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for Haas at Baku. Miami, 2nd and 3rd for McLaren. 2nd at Imola. And then nothing since then for McLaren, I don't think. Oh, there's a second place there at Silverstone. A third place there for Porsche in the Haas. And a third place at Hungary as well. But yeah, their pace has just disappeared a bit. And there you see Donna on the podium for Monza. So pleased that we finally have a podium. We've had the potential across a number of earlier races this season. As I say, the weather just completely screwed us over, given that our drivers are terrible in those mixed interchanging conditions. But with another dry race coming up, maybe we can score more points tomorrow at Singapore. We certainly need to, and we need to try and outscore Haas and AlphaTauri. Those are the two teams we need to be beating in terms of points haul, because they are the two teams that are directly ahead of us. I think Alpine are probably a little bit too quick for us this season, and same with Alfa Romeo as well. But excuse me, if their drivers do silly things, you never know. You never know. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time of 8 p.m. as we head over to Marina Bay. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. If you have, please drop a like. Helps become a little bit more visible out there with the new game coming up. I'd like to try and find some extra audience members, if at all possible. And until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager Hardcore very soon.